If you've been on any social media for the last month, you've probably seen these kind of videos. Well, today I'm going to break down how creators like these are pulling in millions of views, and in some cases earning up to $11,000 a month, using one of the simplest content formats I've ever seen. But before I show you how to make these videos, I want to explain why this is such a good niche, especially if this is your first time making long-form content. To begin with, this niche is insanely low effort. Most long-form YouTube niches require way more skill, time, or even money to start up. But this niche is completely different. It's much closer to a short style niche. And the best part is, most channels follow a repeated format. So once you've made your first video, everyone after that will take no longer than 10 minutes. Alright, let's get into the tutorial. You only need 3 tools for this: Capcut, Canva, and ChatGPT. First, let's talk about the music. The original song most people use is copyrighted, which means there's a high chance your video won't get monetized. But I've found a version of the song that doesn't get flagged by YouTube, which you can find in the Google Drive link in the description. Now, if you look at these videos, you'll notice they all share a few common elements: a paper-style background, 4 images in the corners, and 8 boxes for the images to sit in. I wouldn't recommend copying this exactly. Instead, tweak it so you stand out. For example, this channel uses a blue paper background to give their videos a distinct look. Once you have downloaded all of your assets, drag them into a new Capcut project. Start by adding the music file. You'll need to trim it down at the loop, which you can identify by the little spikes in the audio track. Now, you're going to want to set markers on the beat, just as I do here. Then you're going to add in your white box. Make sure that your project aspect ratio is 1:1 for just now. Then at the top right, scroll down until you see Canvas. Select Color from the drop-down menu and change the color to black. Then you want to change the scale of your clip to around 95%. You'll see this creates a black border around your box. Trim your clip down so it's the same length as your markers, then copy and paste it. On the second box, change the canvas color to green. Now, you should have 2 boxes, one with a black border and one with a green one. Right-click on both clips and select Create Compound Clip. Now move your black border box up a layer in line with your markers. On the 9th marker, create a split in the clip, and then create another one on the 10th marker and delete the clip in between to create a gap for your green border clip. Now copy the whole thing and paste it on top. Adjust the gap so that it's between the 10th and 11th marker. Repeat this process 6 more times, and if you do it right, then you should finish right on the final marker. Now you can drag in your paper background. Extend it so it's the same length as the song, and change the project aspect ratio to 16:9. Then select all of the 8 boxes you created and change the scale to around 30%. Now for this part, I'm going to give each box a name. The box on the lowest layer is box 1, and box on the highest layer is box 8. Pause the video here and copy these X and Y position values into each of the boxes. Once you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. Now, select all of the boxes and create a compound clip. Then copy and paste the compound clip 5 times. Then, drag some text in and position it above the 8 boxes. Edit it so the text says 1 out of 5 and customize it so it looks nice. Copy and paste the text under each of the compound clips and rename them appropriately. Now, drag in each of your 4 images and adjust them to the corners. Then go to the Effects tab and search for Camera Shake. Drag it onto one of your images, then change the range and speed to 100. Repeat this for all of your images. With the preset done, we can generate the words. There's a ChatGPT prompt linked in the description. Copy and paste it in, and you'll get 5 stages generated instantly. For me, ChatGPT generated the words cat, bat, mat, and hat, so I'm going to find images of these things on Google. It's best to search for square images with a white background or PNG images. Now, this step isn't always necessary, but in my opinion, it helps a lot as it allows you to edit and add text to your images. Open a new Canva project and make the size 1080 by 1080. Drag in one of your images and readjust it. Now you can add text if you want. Then download your image and repeat this process for your other images. Drag your images into your Capcut file, then make your 4 corner images into a compound clip to help with the visibility. Drag one of your images in and align it with the text underneath it, just as I do here. Copy and paste the image and stack them on top of one another. Do this until you have 8 images total. Now, for these 8 images, you're going to enter the same X and Y positions as I gave you earlier, except this time, change the scale to 28% rather than 30%. Once you're done, it should look like this. Now, copy and paste the images until you have 5 sets of them. Now you can look at the image order that ChatGPT gave you and drag in the appropriate image. Remember, the bottom layer is image 1 and the top one is image 8. Now it's time for the start and end screen. Add some text as I do here and customize it however you like. For example, I'm going to write stage 1 good luck at the start and keep going at the end. You can do whatever you want here, I just kept it simple for the tutorial. Once you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. Now all that's left to do is to copy and paste what you have, go back to ChatGPT, and create more stages. Most channels usually do 3 to 4 stages. I recommend posting 1 video every day to begin with. And if your channel starts to gain traction, you can scale it up from there. If you guys have any other video style or niche you want me to explain, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.